All right, well, welcome everyone. We are so excited today to be able to share the Xango opportunity with you. Xango is a lot more than just a product opportunity. It's a financial opportunity. There's an opportunity to be part of a mission greater than yourself and an opportunity to change the world beginning with your own. I want to thank you for your time. Really appreciate the time that you have spent to invest in yourself today and learning a little bit more about this business. As a way of introduction, my name is Colli Butler. I've been in the industry of network marketing for over 27 years now. Of course, the first 5 years were spent trying to figure it out and learn a learning curve, but eventually I did, and I found out a secret, and I'm going to share that secret with you here today. A secret to my success I learned many, many years ago. But since then, my journey has been amazing. It's been life-changing. I started out when I was a single mom, and I actually had kind of a small dream. My question is, who wants to be a millionaire? That was not why I got involved in this industry. I didn't even believe that that was possible. I got involved because I was a single mom, and I was working in law enforcement, which is a 24/7 shift. So I worked graveyards, I worked swing shifts, I worked holidays, and I left my children in the hands of whoever I could find so that I could provide for them. And I just wanted to stay home with them, wanted to stay home with my children, and I wanted to take them on a trip to Disneyland. It sounds kind of small, but for somebody in my situation back then, it was all I could do to just take care of my children or to provide for them. So that's how I began, and over the years, as I accomplished one dream, I dreamt bigger dreams. I accomplished the next one, I dreamt bigger dreams. And today I'm proud to say that I'm a member of the Xango Multi-Million-Dollar Club, and it's kind of exciting because there's actually 140 members of the $1 Million Club in Xango today, and it is a lot to do with the merits of the opportunity. Xango is a worldwide opportunity. We're open in over 40 nations, and we have products for all generations. We have some wonderful anti-aging products that our baby boomers just love, and we have some really exciting products that our millennials love with our Xalo Pro line products that you can just drink and share, and you can earn income as well. And we have all kinds of other products for everyone in between. We also have a mission in serving starving children around the world with our Xango Goodness Meal Pack, which is a product that was brought to market by our very own 501(c)(3) charity. So let's talk about this amazing company, Xango, for just a moment. See, I don't know what product it was that you were introduced to because we have amazing, life-changing products. Somebody might have shared Limitless with you. Somebody might have shared the Xango Juice with you. But whatever it was, it obviously piques some kind of an interest. And that's all it takes is that we just invite people to see what we have. But what we have is so much more than you could ever even imagine. But it all started with this juice, the Xango Juice. It was brought to market in 2002. And it was a whole fruit beverage that was made from this mangosteen fruit. I had never heard of the mangosteen fruit. They told me the story. It came from Southeast Asia. And this mangosteen fruit, the rind of it, or the pericarp, has these xanthone molecules. The result, it was a very, very powerful antioxidant, but so much more. It was a superfruit, and it went so much more beyond antioxidants. Now, I have been using and sharing good antioxidant products in this industry for 27 years, and I have made a lot of money doing that. So when I heard this, antioxidants, got to have good antioxidants, but so much more, with this fruit that had thousands of years of folklore behind it, yet current science and research that proved that this little miracle fruit had more health benefits, documented health benefits, than any other single botanical that had ever been brought to market before. I went, wow. I was listening, and I did my research. I went on to places like PubMed, the National Library of Medicine, and I actually found hundreds of articles that had been written by third-party universities, medical centers, doctors around the world that were just beginning to study this. Some of these articles went back to the 1970s, which is before some of our owners were even born. And so I went, wow, again, because most companies and products in our industry, even though there's many wonderful products in our industry, usually a company brings the product to market and then pays for research to validate that it's a good product. But, wow, there was research on this decades before it had ever been brought to market. So I was impressed, and I said, and I know a good story when I hear from, because I am a professional storyteller. I've made my living telling stories. And I said, wow, if this product works, we're going to make millions. And it did. Folks, there's people all over the world today drinking our Xango juice, still our number one selling product by far. We actually did $1 billion worth of sales with that juice in the first 5 years alone. That was building a $1 billion brand faster than many billion-dollar companies that you know of today, like Nike and Microsoft, Apple, Dell, Starbucks, Walmart, so many others. Those are companies doing billions, plural, a year, annually today. But we reached the $1 billion brand, built that $1 billion brand faster than any of them. We're in pretty good company with what we've accomplished so far. So, we were the fastest company that ever did $100 million a year in sales. And there's only 64 that have ever even done that in our industry. We also broke the record of $250 million, and less than that, half that made that. But we want to be $1 billion a year company. Of course, there's only 13 companies in our industry's history that have ever done that. The current record holder did it in 18 years. So our goal is to meet and beat that goal as well. And we know that we're going to do that because we started with the juice and we've gone beyond that. We have expanded our markets. We have expanded our product lines. We've expanded our opportunities and created so many other incentives that Xango actually created more than $100 million earners in the first 10 years alone. Okay, so we're on year 14. We're over 140. They just keep happening every single day. And that's because our company has the secret sauce, I call it. We've been documenting network marketing companies, direct sales companies since the 1950s. Now, understand the industry goes back way beyond then. There's been a lot of companies that have come and gone over the years, actually probably hundreds of thousands, because most of them failed before they even filed their first corporate tax return or before they even become a statistic. There's only a handful of companies, really. As a matter of fact, it's about 60 companies that have ever even made it 10 years. So this is why I want you to listen close about the Xango opportunity. See, we're not just another company with another product and another opportunity, because there's lots of good ones out there. And it can be confusing if you're really trying to evaluate and make a good business choice, unless you understand and you listen. Less than 60 companies have even made it 10 years old. So are you looking to make money for a year or two? Or are you looking to create a lifelong legacy income? Because that's what we are. Xango is a legacy company. What does that mean? Companies come and go, and there's always opportunities to make money out there. In our society, in America, the average person stays with a job 3 to 5 years, and they move on. That's the same with our industry. People stay with companies, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to start over and over and over. I want to build a legacy. I want to build an income that will outlast me, that I can pass on. And I found that with Xango. I actually have a trust. When I pass on, the income will keep living. It will go into the trust, and I have it all set up and how it's going to pay my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren that I don't even have yet, and my great-great-grandchildren that I probably will never even meet, and beyond. Now, what does that mean? Why? Why do I think that? Well, first of all, look at the numbers and look at the statistics. We've already shown that we're here to stay. But secondly, see that little patent on that Xango juice? We applied for a patent, and we avoided the competition, just throw challenges in front of us, try to keep us from getting that patent. But, folks, we got the patent. There are a lot of companies that try to bring out mangosteen products because it is that special. They had to pull them off from the shelves, actually pay their profits, and we own the mangosteen market. Now, think about that. One of the reasons why there's so few companies that have made it past 10 years is because the good ones, the successful ones, the ones that have great products, big dollar competition companies try to buy them out, and Xango gets offers every single day. And imagine what happened when the patent came out and some of the competition had to pull their mangosteen products. They started throwing money at Xango. Xango said, no, we are not just here to make a profit today. We are a legacy company. We will last for generations and generations to come. All right, I spent a little time on there, and I did it for a reason. I want you to understand Xango's different. They're special. They've done things very few companies have ever done. They're 1 out of 1,000, 2,000 companies that launch. They are here for you to stay. It is safe in Xango. And all you have to do is use and share the Xango products and the opportunity with others. Begin to create your income, and that income can just grow and grow and grow throughout the years. So I want to talk about the money. There's a lot of ways that we make money in Xango, and I'm not going to try to talk about all of them. This is not a compensation plan training. However, you can get a compensation plan training. Just ask the person who is sharing this information with you here today to get you the compensation plan training video, and you can learn all about why. Why did Xango create more $1 million earners? Why have they done what they've done? The little secret is this little 50% payout. I won't try to explain it, but I will tell you that the average company in our industry pays somewhere between 32 and 36% of their money goes to the field. And they'll say, oh, we pay up to 50% or as much as 50%, but they don't. There's this thing called breakage. Breakage simply means this. If you're just beginning and you're promoting through the comp plan, then you've not yet qualified to earn all of the money. So the money you leave on the table that you're not qualified to earn yet goes to the company. In Xango, they pay that to people upline from you who are qualified to earn it. And they also pay you on the commission set. Your team is not yet qualified to earn that you are. All that makes us as partners with our company. See, no matter what happens, Xango gets their share, we get our share. That's just how it works, and we're partners. There are no games. There's no Xango doesn't change the comp plan to try to make more money when they, get whatever. I've seen it in the industry. I've seen company owners have changed the comp plan so that their end of the pie is bigger. And I think almost every person who starts a company starts out well, but most companies are run by one individual. There's like one majority shareholder. There's one controlling party. And over the years, for that company to really make it, you got to think about this. That one individual has to stay brilliant, never get greedy, never get selfish, never get just the likelihood of one individual becoming $1 billion company is not that high. But in Xango, we have 6 founders. They make decisions together as a board. So one of them comes up with a dumb idea. The other ones can say, hey, no. So it's exciting. It doesn't mean we don't make mistakes. It means that we make really good decisions most of the time. And when we do make mistakes, we learn from them quickly and go on. Xango is special. Now, there's a $1 billion company right down the street from where I live. They're public, so you can see the records. And last year, they actually paid out 18%. So think about it, $1 billion, 18%. It's $180 million. Xango pays out 50%. So when they're doing $1 billion, it's $500 million in commissions. That's why we have more $1 million earners, because we simply pay more. It's just math. So how does it work? How do we get started? So first of all, there's opportunities for customers and distributors. Customers can actually earn free product in Xango by referring other customers. But a distributor can earn a free product and income. So the goal here is to create royalty income. Royalty income is the kind of income that keeps coming month after month after month after month. Like when you write a book, write the book once and you keep getting royalty income in the mail. Same thing with if you're a singer, a songwriter, an actor, athletes that endorse certain products. You can create royalty income, but that's not something for the masses generally, except for through this industry. Because all we're doing is looking for people who use and share the product with others. And as that continues to happen and you share with more people and they share with more people, you begin to grow a business. You begin to grow a network of customers and distributors who are using and sharing products with others. So each time you bring that person in, you do that once, but then as they order month after month, year after year, you continue to get paid. That's royalty income. And with a team of 3 or 4 or 5 teams, you and them, you can create a 3, 4, or 5-figure monthly income or more. As big as you dare to dream, we can show you a way and show you what you have to do to do it. So all you're doing is you're looking for people that use and share products. So in this example, the blue people are customers. You can actually build a business with customers who use and share products with other customers. You can build a business with service establishments that purchase product to sell in their establishment, like a health club or a chiropractor's office or a salon or a spa. You can also build a business by looking for distributors like you who not just use and share products, but the opportunity as well. So we're going to build these teams. We're going to personally sponsor people. We're going to help them do the same thing. And we're going to create volume. Volume is simply products being purchased. And we have a wonderful business model that if you just do 100 points in volume, personally duplicate that, you can play. You can earn a check. Now, of course, there's more money if you do 200. There's more money if you do more, but 100 will let you play. What does that mean? We have a lot of products that all have 100 points or more. Like our Xango Pro line, a month's supply is 100 points. Our Eris cosmeceutical anti-aging product line, it's 100 points. Our Xango juice is over 100 points. So we've got a lot of products. If you love them and you use them and share them with other people, then you can create a 4 or even 5-figure monthly residual income as you continue to help those teams grow and grow and grow. So let's look at the beginning money. There's 7 ways to make money as a new distributor. I'm not going to, again, talk to you about all of them. You get free products. But the big thing is when you're brand new today, if you sponsor a new distributor, you're going to get a 25% commission on their first order next week. If you sponsor a new customer, you're going to get a 15% commission on their order next week. If you're doing 200 points or more in Xango product purchases personally, then you can get a 15% bonus paid next week on all the new people that your distributors sponsor. And if you're sponsoring other customers, you can actually participate in an iBonus pool. It's a worldwide bonus pool where all customer orders in the world go into, and all of these bonuses are available for you today, the day you start in this business. You can begin earning these bonuses. Of course, the most exciting thing for me is the Xango Paradise trip. We're going to talk more about that as well. You can begin today to earn your spot on the next trip to Xango Paradise. We do this twice a year to simply reward people for using and sharing the Xango products and the opportunity with others. So how do we create this royalty income? Well, again, we're just looking for people who are going to use and share products, and then we're going to help them do the same thing. So the people that we sponsor, it's level 1, they sponsor people, customers or distributors. Level 2, they bring in people, level 3, and so on. And as a 1K distributor, you're going to begin to earn commissions on all the volume that is ordered by all the people within your first 4 levels. So you can actually earn up to 9 levels of commissions in our unilevel compensation plan. You get 2% on all your own personal referrals, but then you can get paid 5% down through 9 levels of referrals. That means your people's people and their people and their people and so on. And so everybody just orders 100 points, 200 points, maybe 300 points, whatever, with a product that they're going to personally use and they're going to share. They're going to get some extra for samples so they can let people try the Xango product and take a look at the opportunity, and they're going to get commissioned. 4 levels of pay is just a 1K. What is a 1K? A 1K has 1,000 in volume, and 3 people they personally sponsored that use and share at least 100 points. So 1,000, what is that? It could be 10 people that do 1 Xango Pro pack a month. It could be 10 people that do a case of juice a month. It could be 5 people that do 2 cases of juice a month. You only have to personally find 3. But as those people share with others and so on, you get this 1K, you get a pin. It's our first recognition position. You get 4 levels of commission, and you're able to participate in the worldwide iBonus pool. But let me show you how the royalty income works. As we continue to use and share products with others, the next goal is to get to be a 5K, and a 5K has 5,000 in volume. Still just the 3 people they personally sponsored, but the 3 people have 1,000 on their team. And now we get to get level 5. We pick up another level. So what would that mean? Well, if I just had 3 people who found 3 people who found 3 people, we all just did 100 a month, that'd be over $1,800 just on this little piece, just on this unilevel payout. In addition to that, they got all their 15% commission on their customers and 25% on new distributor orders and 15% on second-level distributor orders and Maybe they're getting the iBonus pool, and at this level, they're actually qualified to earn a carb bonus, which is our lifestyle bonus. Actually, at this point, if you duplicate through 5 levels, you have over 36,000 in volume on your team, so you'd actually be qualified as a 20K. Again, same 3 people maybe, but you're helping those people, your teammates, create and increase their volume as well. Everyone wins. Everyone's volume increases. So if I take this, what does a 20K get paid? A 20K gets paid 7 levels of commissions. And you're actually qualified at this point. So let's just look at what 7 levels of duplication would be. Over 16,000, again, on just this one piece of the commission. It's almost 10 times as much, and it's the same 3 people. We're just continuing to help them build and help our 3rd level people and our whole team. We're helping them all build and try to find the right 3 people. And just understand in this scenario, there's really a lot more than that, because to find the right 3, maybe I had to sponsor 5 or 10, and maybe everybody else did too. And a lot of people are doing more than their 100 points, but I just want you to get the concept of how it grows. And at this point in time, I actually have over 300,000 in volume. If I had 4 people personally sponsor, I would be a qualified 200K. With just my 3 people, I'm qualified as a premier. I'd actually get 9 full levels of pay. So imagine we take it down 2 more levels. Well, I'm not going to do that math for you. I want you to do the math. And I even put some numbers on the table for you. There's over 29,000 people in this organization if we did a 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Now remember, on 3 of them, you're going to get 2%. On the other 29,520, you're going to get 5% of whatever the order is. So I want you to imagine, what kind of a business model do you want to duplicate? Do you want people to do a case of juice, 120 points? Throw that number in there and times the numbers. A Xango 3D pack, which gives you enough to use the products every day, and it gives you 30 samples with sample cards that you can every single day find one person that you can share the Xango Pro line with you. If you do that, it's 200 points. Do that number, business model. So whatever it is, I just want you to use your imagination. What products do you love? What business model do you want to duplicate? How many teammates do you want? I have 5. To become a 500K, you need 5. So 5 people instead of 3 can earn you 10 times the income, and it's not even double the work. So I want you to dream. I want you to think about all the possibilities that life has to offer. And I know that we've talked a lot about big money and big numbers because it's possible. But I'm also very excited about the fact that over 170,000 people on Xango have cashed Xango checks over $1,000 per month. And over 250,000 people have cashed checks over $500 in a month. That's a lot of people. See, $500 a month can be life-changing. And you get that, boy, maybe it can help you breathe a little bit. Maybe now all of a sudden you're not scared anymore, because $500 a month could save over 85% of bankruptcies that happen in the United States every single year. Once you get that, though, then you might begin to dream and think, what about $1,000 a month? And when you get there, what about maybe $2,000 a month? Maybe enough money where I can quit my job and stay home and be a full-time stay-at-home mom. That was my dream. And when I got there, I wanted to double that. If I could live in a nicer neighborhood and live in a nicer home so my kids went to nicer public schools. And when I got there, one day I thought about that 5-figure monthly income, and I went, you know what? It's possible. I would have never thought that when I first started. But I got there. And all of a sudden I wanted to double that. And then I wanted to get to 50. And folks, I just want you to know that you can keep dreaming. Your dreams get bigger as you do. But let's again start. We're brand new. We're just getting started today. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just focus on the next thing. We have trips twice a year that you can earn points on to go by simply using and sharing the products and or the opportunity with other people. That's what we need to do to build our network. That's what we need to do to leverage ourselves, to create this royalty income so we can get rewarded on a trip. And I'm going to let Ryan Anderson tell you more about that trip. But I'm going to tell you, to qualify, all you have to do is use and share products. People buy 100 points for the products. You get 10 points towards the trip. If it's 200 points, it's 25 points towards the trip. If it's a 400-point order, which is our Xalo 3D Juiced Pack. I love that. That's my favorite pack to start with because it has all the Xalo products plus juice plus ageless. That's a 400-point pack, 50 points. And you get points for every order that all your new people place in their first 3 months. That means if I brought in just 2 people with the 400-point pack who ordered those 3 months in a row, that's 300 points. That's what I need to get my foot in the door. That will get me a land package in a shared room. Now, of course, I want to pick my roommate, right? So I'm going to call a friend and say, hey, you want to do this? And together we both do that. I sponsor a friend, and together we both use and share products with others, and we pick each other for roommates. But if I want to bring my own roommate, like my spouse, better bring my spouse. If I had a spouse, 500 points, and then more. The more money you make or the more points you get above that, they pay you in cash. And so you can pay for all your expenses. I'm going to let Ryan tell you more about that trip because it's incredible. What I want to do is just leave you with this. We have a lot of members of the Xango Multi-Million-Dollar Club and a lot of members of the $1 Million Club. But it starts with you investing in yourself to make a decision. We've got a big journey that we can help you along the way. Because, see, the goal isn't really about money. The goal really is about living life on your own terms. I live life on my own terms today because of choices I made 27 years ago, because of events that I attended, because of books that I read, but mostly because of activity that I took in using and sharing products. We're part of the first generation of Xango. They call us the pioneers. In the beginning, we started, but the next generation, that's when the young lions come in. That's what takes a company through their second wave, which is always bigger than the first, and on to become that billion-dollar giant. And you are the future generation of Xango. You are what I call Xango Generation Next, and all you have to do is pick up that torch and run. So I hope you choose to do that. Now, what do I do? How do I get started? Well, folks, I got to tell you, in this industry, for years and years, I was told, don't talk to anyone until you get trained. We have amazing training. As a matter of fact, we have so much training in personal growth and development that don't worry, that's handled. But the most important thing is what you do in your first 30 days. First 30 days, you don't have to know anything. Just as you use and share products, and you can use the opinion approach. You can simply call everyone you know and say, I'm looking at this company. I've been looking for a way to make some money, and I think I found something. I just want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think. I want you to try this product. So we have this very simple, your first 30-day training. It is Xango powerof3.com. Xango powerof3.com. And when you go to the site, it's going to teach you 8 simple steps. It's going to teach you how to set your goals. It's going to start with your why. You're going to define your why, and there's a video that tells you how to define your why, and then a little PDF you can click on and fill it out and define your why. And then it's going to teach you how to set goals. A video will teach you how, and then there's a worksheet. You just download, print. You can write your goals. It'll teach you how to make a list. Then you'll make your list. It'll teach you how to sample invite, and then you'll do that. It'll teach you how to just press play. We have product trainings. We have compensation plan trainings, and we have tools like this webinar that you can just press play. You don't have to be the messenger. You don't have to learn how to talk about any of this. All you have to do is invite people to take a look. Press play. Let the tools do the work for you. You need to follow up. I'm going to teach you how to follow up. These are training videos on the site to teach you these things. And we're going to teach you how to connect people with your team. That's the most important thing. When you're new, you want to connect to those members of your upline who've been in a little while. Let them meet them. Let them hear their story, their why, what they've accomplished so far, all the way up to your first upline $1 million earner, so that if you meet somebody who has those kind of goals, they can talk to somebody who's done it. See, unlike most companies, I always say the $1 million earners in network marketing are kind of like baby pigeons because, they exist, but most people will never see one. Most people will never talk to a $1 million earner in our industry. In Xango, we have so many $1 million earners that just want to partner with you. They just want to mentor with you. They want to help you. They want to see you become one of the next generations of Xango. So with all of that, now I'm going to talk about my very favorite thing. And I'm not going to talk about it, my very favorite person in Xango. I'm going to talk about it. The most important thing we talked about, building through events and promotions and Xango Paradise, important. We also have another event coming up, and we have Xango's Vice President of U.S. and Canada, Ryan Anderson, to talk to us about some of the promotions and some of the events that Xango has going on and why you don't want to miss it. Ryan, you there?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me on the call. And now you've got my head totally spinning. I've just been listening to you talk, and I'm all excited over and over again with everything that you've been saying about Xango. But my head's spinning because I'm trying to think, have I ever seen a baby pigeon? And I don't think I have. That's such a great analogy. So thank you so much for sharing that. But, wow, what a great webinar so far. If you guys are brand new and you're listening to this, please make sure you get back to the person who invited you to listen to this today, because they thought enough of you to share this opportunity with you. Please get back with them and see why they're so excited, if you couldn't tell by Colli's voice and Sandy with the introductions at the beginning, why we're so excited about the Xango lifestyle. So make sure you get back with them. And those of you who aren't new, and I keep seeing some of these familiar names popping up in the chat session, and a lot of them are the millionaires that you were talking about, Colli. So it's just fun and exciting. Like you said, they're here, they're wanting to partner with you. But if you are and you've listened to this and you've been here for a little while, I truly believe that every morning we have to wake up and we have to recommit ourselves to our dreams and our goals and our passions. And so I hope that this morning, that as you've listened to this webinar, that you've recommitted yourself to your dreams and your passions and your goals. Now, one of the things that I get the privilege of talking about, and again, it's something that I'm extremely passionate about, just like Colli, it's one of my favorite things. I truly believe that leaders are born at events. And what is a leader? You know, is it a pin? Is it a leadership level? You know, what is truly a leader? And to me, a leader is somebody who's not afraid to chase their dreams. Somebody who's not afraid to wake up every morning, and it doesn't matter who tells them they can't accomplish it or anybody who tries to stop them. A leader is somebody that is going to wake up every day and put their all towards their goals and their dreams. That is what a leader is, and they don't care what somebody's telling them. They don't care how many no's they've had. They don't care how many times they've shut down. They don't even care how many times they've failed. Because guess what? Every morning in this industry, we get to wake up and hit the reset button, and we get to start all over again. Now, in just a few short weeks, we've got an incredible event in Xango. It's our Xango XBA, our Xango Business Academy, but this is a Super XBA. You know, Gordon Morton irreverently talks about the Super XBA being a Xango convention and a traditional Xango XBA getting together behind stage and having a love child, and that's what the Super XBA is going to be. Now, why should I be there? Why should I be at the Xango XBA in just a few short weeks? Let me tell you, number one, if you're chasing your goals and your dreams and your passions, then I shouldn't have to tell you that. But just in case I need to remind you, let me tell you, there's going to be some phenomenal speakers at this event. We've got Gordon Morton, we've got Joe Morton, we've got many of our multi-million-dollar club members that are going to be speaking at this event. We've got the world-class, world-renowned speaker, Mr. Les Brown, is going to be speaking at this event. So motivation galore, training galore. Jim Rohn always says that when the why becomes strong enough, the how becomes easy. But a lot of us get stuck on that how. How do we do it? How do we go out and talk to people? How do we do that? We're going to be doing role-playing. We're going to be showing you how to approach people, how to do one-on-ones, how to do trainings. And we're going to have a suite of tools that we're going to be able to do there, that almost a meeting in a box, like Colli was talking about, being able to empower you with the message so that you can go out and be the messenger. And you're going to want to be there to be able to, number one, get those tools first, but number two, be able to see how to use those tools to go out and grow your business. Another reason is that we're going to be talking about some future products. We cleaned up our product line a little bit, and it's been a little bit painful. Some of us, Gordon talks about maybe a little bit like maybe your child was lost with some of these products because we're in so love with them. However, the reality is that we cleaned up our product line so that we can introduce multiple new products. We've got some world-class science and phenomenal products that are going to be there to be able to show you and to be able to talk about, and you're going to want to be there to be able to do that. Speaking of that, we've got Dr. Frederick Templeman, who's going to be in town, and he's going to be sharing the science behind these new products. And you're going to see that nobody in our industry is doing what we're about to do. Nobody in our industry is going to have that. We're going to be first. We're going to be able to have these products at our fingertips to be able to share and to be able to build our businesses. But most importantly, I keep talking about building our businesses, building our lifestyle, building our dreams. But how do we do that? We do that by helping people. We are in the help people, helping business. And the more people we help, the more money we make. And that's just a wonderful thing that's just part of that. And so you're going to want to be able to do that because we're going to enhance your ability to be able to help more people, which is in return a cause and effect. The cause and effect, and the effect is going to be helping you earn more money and build a bigger lifestyle and get healthier at the same time. And that's what we're going to do at the Xango XBA. So make sure Colli's doing a great job of showing the website. You can go to Xango.com, click on the events tab, go down to Xango. For $39, all of that I just shared with you, for as little as $39, you can have that. The VIP tickets are already sold out, but $39 gets you 2 days of world-class training, world-class motivation, world-class inspiration, and all of that for just $39. It's just absolutely remarkable. So we're absolutely excited about that. Please, if you have not done so already, like Sandy said at the beginning, the seats are limited to just 1,000 people because we want it intimate. We want the ability to just spend time with each and every one of you one-on-one to show you these tools and show you the application and give you a better understanding of the future of Xango. So make sure that you are there. We also have the premium seating, which gives you some material download, the VIP experience check-in, Q&A session, and premium seating. So please, if you haven't done so already, please go and do that. Now, Colli also did a great job of talking about the Paradise Trip. The Paradise Trip is, it's fun. Maybe you've been to the Mexican Riviera. Maybe you're like me and you've never been to the Mexican Riviera, and you deserve to sink your toes in that white sand and to be able to have that beautiful ocean on your toes. Make sure that you have the ability. So we got the month of May and the month of June to be able to qualify for that, and it is totally doable. We've had people come in as little as 3 short weeks earn the qualify for the trip. So we've got 8 weeks. So there's more than enough time for you to dig in and qualify for the Paradise Trip. It's going to be a trip of a lifetime, and there's nothing like a Xango trip to be able to go with like-minded people to an exotic place in the world, to be able to rub shoulders, share experiences, and to be able to have a trip of a lifetime is absolutely priceless. So make sure that you go to Xango.com/paradise to find out more information on that. Colli did a great job of talking about that. But please go learn about that, print it out, put it in your bathroom, put it on your fridge, put it in your car, put it everywhere so that you understand that that's what you're focusing on. So those are 2 major things that are coming up here in the next little while. Please, please, please join us and go make this happen. You know, there's a quote that says, "Look to this day." It means a lot to me. It's got several things throughout the course of my past history, but it says, "Look to this day." It says, "Yesterday's already a dream, tomorrow's only a vision. But each day well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope." Now, I can't tell you that every morning I wake up and my day goes exactly according to plan. But I can tell you, because I wake up every morning with a vision of hope, every one of my yesterdays are a dream of happiness. And I know and I want that same thing for each and every one of you. So please, 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 wake up with a vision of hope, and every one of your tomorrows will be a vision of happiness. And Colli and Sandy, I'm going to turn it back to you. But thank you for the privilege and honor to be with you guys today. I love you. God bless you. And Colli and Sandy, back to you.
Thank you so much, Ryan, and I'm going to ask you to stick with me for just a moment here. I'm just going to answer all the questions in the Q&A box. Many of them are the same. Many of them you just addressed. But let me just quickly go through and show you some of the tabs. Xango, power of the number 3.com. Here is the site. The whole distributor kit of Xango is online, and it is so cool. So you want to get all the training you want on products and stuff like that. It's like a book. You can go all the way through comp plan, founders, the story, the whole 9 yards. It's there. The trainings. One of the questions in the chat box was, how do we get to Ryan's WWTs? Well, I'll show you that, but let me show you the trainings. We've got doctors training us. A lot of the products that we have, there's people teaching, training, the recordings, everything that they do on the WWTs, they're here. The recordings are here. You can listen to all these back wonderful recordings if you want. And you can register for the next WWT. There's the information right there. Click here online. You just go to XangoPowerOf3.com on Thursday night, scroll down here, online, click here, boom, at the time of the call, and you are in. By the way, you can also download the Meeting Burner app on your iPhone, iPad, or Android, and then you just have to put in the meeting number, and you can actually watch and listen online, see the slides and everything, on your phone. Very, very cool technology. The resources are there, lots of great resources to help you promote your business and your tool, and, of course, links directly to Xango.com and to your back office, to MXO. Now, Xango.com, of course, that is the site that you want to go to. Click on latest. You'll always see the latest, the promotions, whatever new announcements there are. You click on latest, and there it is. We got the Spanish market pre-launch going on. We have whatever you've missed, it's there. The media, the events. This is where we go and see about the Paradise Trip and all the details in the Xango Business Academy. So we have everything you need to plug into to learn. But remember, your first 30 days, all you're doing is gathering opinions. You make that list, you do the power of 3, and every single person, you do this first, define your why. Do it today. Do your goals today, and then go over and meet with your sponsor and go over them and make your list today and start calling and inviting to try this, try that, give the opinion, plug and play, press play. That's it. That's all I want you to focus on right now. And then you can tune into all this training and stuff. Don't spend more than 30 minutes a day if you're part-time, or 60 minutes a day if you're full-time in activity that doesn't generate new customers or new distributors. You've got your whole life to do that. And we have the Xango Business Academy, which is going to be a super pumped-up weekend to give you all that training that you need. But from now till then, just use and share the products with other people. Ask for opinions. That's all you need to do. So Xango. Xango is also on Facebook, facebook.com/Xango Juice. The Xango University is on Facebook. Many of your upline partners, $1 million earners. Find out who they are. Get with the person who invited you here as you get started. They'll make you a list of your teammates, of your upline mentors. Connect with them. It's a great way to connect with people. And xuevents.com. This is where you're going to go learn about all the events. We have all these live weekly events. We have an MBX opportunity call every night, Monday through Friday of the week, and we've got lots of great things. We will have this event, live broadcast, if you're listening to it on broadcast or listening to it live, every night between now and Las Vegas at the XBA. We have the tools. We have the events. You just need to plug into them. We have a whole university that once you're past your 30 days, you can plug into and learn everything you want about everything you want regarding Xango and so much more. So, folks, all you need to do is make that decision and plug into the Xango XBA. Years ago, I talked about being a single mom, trying 5 years, figuring out. The first 5 years, I didn't go to an event. After all, I'm a single mom. I didn't have the money. I had lots of excuses, and everyone bought them because they were valid excuses. I didn't have the money, daycare, little kids. I couldn't go to the events. I did not understand the importance until one day somebody beat me up, really. It was an upline who sat there and said, how many of you want to be a premier one day? It was a different title, different company many years ago. I raised my hand. Of course I do. Yeah, me. I'm going to be $1 million earner. And they said, how many of you are registered for convention? And my hand went down because, after all, I couldn't afford to go. And he looked at me and he said, you will never, ever, ever be a leader if you don't understand the importance of the events, and if you don't commit to them, and if you don't go. And I went, oh my gosh, you're beating me up, you're a bully. And so I went because I had people on my team that were there in that room that their hands were raised, that they were going. And it's like, well, okay, I guess I have to go then. Folks, it changed my life. That was the beginning of my journey to success. Because there at the events, I mixed and mingled with the most amazing people in the world. People had big dreams and big goals, and I heard speakers talk about how to accomplish that. I met the leaders. That's where you meet the baby pigeons at the events, and I usually get some time to spend with them. So I can't stress it enough. I've got a couple of my partners that are on the speaker line, so I would love to hear. Tom, Carol Ferrier, are you there, and are you on the speaker line? And can you just give us a story about how one of the events made the difference for you and your business?
Well, Colli, I'm here on my cell. I want to just tell you that I've appreciated you so much on this webinar this morning. Folks, I was very, very negative about network marketing and the industry, and for many years I just said, no, I don't want to know. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand the industry. I didn't understand that companies were different out there, and my sponsor kept just poking at me and showing me and telling me a little more. And if you're wondering, should I be there in June? You should be there. This could change your life forever. I know I went to a convention that changed my life forever, changed my view, changed my attitude. You need to be there. Don't wait for an international convention in 2017. Don't wait for the next BA. Make it, put it on your list, and be there. I know we've got less than 30 days, but that's okay. You need to be there. Ryan has pumped it up big time. Many, many leaders all over the country are really coming and pumping this up. This is going to be a great launch of technology, of new products. You need to be there. You need to be first. If this is your business and you're wanting to build it, you need to be there. Thanks, Colli.
Thanks for that. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Ryan. And Ryan, I would love to just turn it over to you for the very last word and just share with us what's in your heart and share with these new people that are there that are listening. They're not so sure, maybe. Just help us understand who Xango is and what we're going to get there and where we're going to go in the future.
Wow. Well, there's a lot of words on my heart. It's always this time of year is always special for me because today's actually my daughter's 9th birthday, and then I've been able Mother's Day weekend is always fun for me because it was my mom that really helped me in the course of my career because she said yes to an opportunity like this over 30 years ago. Little did she know that it would change the course of our family's life forever, but it changed it for the positive. And every day I get to wake up and do something that I absolutely love because of my mom. And so the one thing that I would say to all of you guys out there that maybe if there's any doubt in your mind or in your heart, or that you just kind of aren't 100% sure what you're doing in life, it's important to surround yourself with people who are positive, people who want to change the world, people who want things better for you, not to pull you back, not to pull you down, but to be able to lift you up and build you up to help you to be able to become more. There's a quote that I live my life by that says that you'll never rise above the expectations that you set for yourself. And so the one thing that I would say to you is that there's a lot of people in your life, and I know it just because that's the way life is. There's a lot of people in life that set lower expectations of you than what you can actually achieve. And so set high expectations for yourself. And if you are struggling with a little bit of belief, borrow somebody else's. And what I mean by that is that you've got to get to Vegas so that you can surround yourself by other people who have much higher beliefs than maybe you have right now. And I'm just going to share one quick story with you guys really quickly, and then I'll let you go. And I appreciate spending the past hour with you guys. But there was a mentor of mine in this industry who told me about one of the very first events that he ever attended. And he lives in California, and he had to get all the way to Atlanta, Georgia for this event. And he'd only been in the business for a little over a week. And his sponsor told him that if he wanted to be successful in this business, he had to get to that event. And this is a guy who was living out of his car at the time. He had no money for gas. He had no money for food. So what he did is he went and found 4 other friends that begged, borrowed, and stole to get enough gas money to get them to Atlanta, Georgia. so that they could do that. They were stopping at grocery stores and buying loaves of bread and just eating bread. They didn't have any money to put anything on it. They pulled into Atlanta, Georgia on fumes with no money to get home. And here's the funny thing is that they didn't even have a ticket to get into the event. And so what they would do is they would stand outside the convention center, and when people would come out from a session, they would ask them, what did they say, what did they say, what did they say? And that's how that was their first event, was they never actually even got into the event. And he said that experience, like that said it was embarrassing. We had to borrow money to get home. And it was just, he said it was the lowest of the low, but he said, I told myself at that moment that I would never be in that situation again. And he made a decision. And that every one of you have that same opportunity to make a decision. Now, his decision, he committed to it, and he's a multi-million-dollar earner in this industry. And that's not to say that that's going to have what's happening to you, but I can tell you is that if you make a decision and you stick with it and you don't let anyone steal your dreams, you don't let anyone steal your passion, you don't let anyone steal your hopes, you can achieve whatever it is that you set yourself out. So set high expectations for yourself. Get online, book Vegas. Let's get there together. And I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for who you are, what you stand for, and for being a part of this amazing journey that we like to call the Xango Nation, the Xango family, the Xango lifestyle. So thank you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, kiss your mothers, and talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. See you in Vegas.